And then Alexis is saying, "Hey, Alexis,
Alexis, our other trainer.
our other trainer." She said, "Yes, I definitely can help anyone with Google My Business." So, guys, Notary Educators LLC for that.com, and Alexis will be able to help you. Just shoot us a message if you want a private one-on-one with her. Lakeisha says, "Hey, Lakeisha, do you place your hours on your Google My Business page? I'm only fully available one day and one weekend. I was wondering if that would hinder my business." So yeah, you won't get as much business, of course, if someone is only doing notary 7 days a week, right?
Right.
However, like we said with the other young lady earlier, if you can only work a couple of days a week, go ahead and advertise the full time. If you're able to talk to the people and you let them know what your availability is, because just because you even put like 9 to 5 every day, as we stated earlier, we may not want to work at 9. We might let them know, hey, my next appointment is at 12 because I'm sleeping in today.
Yeah.
And your yeah, go ahead, Angela.
Oh, I just go ahead. You finish with her.
No, I was just gonna say, so your one day might be your, that's your next available. And if they can wait for you, they can. If they can't, then they can't.
I was going to answer City Cerritos. It depends on what type of notary you are. If you know general notary business, of course, add to your services. If you're not comfortable with general notary work and you don't feel comfortable going out notarizing documents, we wouldn't recommend doing extra services. You have to be a good notary in order to do any notary business. That's just the bottom line. So with extra services, if you are not a good notary, then you're not going to be a good notary with the other services. But if you are, go for it. Get as many services as you can.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I will just go off on a little bit of tangent. We're going to go over just a little bit, Angela, just a little bit. So because this is our first one, we want to make sure we answer everyone's questions with that service thing. So you do not have to be a notary to complete an I-9. You do not have to be a notary to do apostille work. You do not have to be a notary to do fingerprinting. However, all of those services, if you are a notary, that's who they're looking for to complete these jobs. So they're not going to call Ann over here, Ann Smith. They're going to Google notary near me, and that's how they're going to find you. So we highly recommend that you are a notary and add those services. So is it required? Not necessarily. No. But in order to really maximize, because they're not going to use you, the document might even say, especially for the I-9, have the notary completed. So you can't ask your friend Bob Smith over here. They have to be a notary. Okay. And it is with a lot of apostille documents, you might have to notarize that before it goes off. That means you have to pay another notary. So you need to keep all that money in-house.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. Lisa says, I'm NNA certified, but haven't completed any signings. Which class will we suggest for her? So Lisa, we'll go back to the same question we asked everyone. Are you comfortable with jurats and acknowledgments, administering oath? If you're comfortable with being a good notary, then you probably could just do our loan signing class. Mm-hmm. But if you really need to get back to basics, even if you've taken other training, we've had a lot of students that took other training and just needed to get back to basics. Marketing is good, but you got to know how to stamp that document. I'm going to say that all day long. It might sound old, but you got to know. If you're not comfortable, then we need to go ahead and get you in our basic class and then go from there, okay? Notarize is a good run. Thanks, Samantha, for adding that. Thanks, Cassandra, for watching the videos. How do I get I-9 work? So I-9, you're just going to add it to your Google My Business page and people will find you. Google My Business. Do you have any particular reference on notary document examples? Again, Yolanda, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of our broadcast here, but I do not teach you to learn documents.
Right.
We teach you to learn processes. Mm-hmm. Your document may come from wherever in the world, literally. It might even be from out the country. Mm-hmm. But we don't teach you documents. We teach you processes. And that's how you're going to be a good notary. You can't.
You're never going to learn every document. You're never going to learn every document.
Never. So we don't teach documents. However, you can Google some documents. If you want to get a head start Googling something, you can Google a power of attorney. You can Google a will. Google a school note. You can Google documents, but we don't teach you to learn documents. Mm-hmm. We teach you processes. It is our pleasure, Nia Angela. She said, "Oh, NY Angela." She's from Nia Angela. Okay, Nia Angela. I hope that's right. Hey, Tim Clark.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim. Thanks for joining. We got
Thank you.
Out there. Mobile. Okay, Alexa says you pay on Google if they visit your website or call as well. True.
True.
Alexis wants you to know that if they do call your service, even if they didn't book with you,
Mm-hmm.
that you do receive a charge. Yeah.
Yep.
Panama's Finest. Hey, I see you all the time. She said I've asked a few people for reviews and they said that they would do it, but I don't see them.
No. Let me answer that, Kim.
Yeah.
Let me tell you some Panama's finest. That's gonna happen all the time. You ask people for reviews, they'll say they're gonna do it. They won't do it. And Kim taught me something very good. Don't seem so anxious. Seem like it don't. Just pretend like it don't matter. You know,
Mm-hmm.
always you walk into your car, they say, "I say, oh, by the way, would you mind doing me a review on Google when I send it to you?" Sure. Don't be like, "Ooh, I need a review on Google. Can you do it?" No, don't do all that. They will not do it. And even sometimes I'll get mine like 2 weeks later. If somebody give me a review, what they said they were going to do a review. So there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. Sometimes Google is just slow. Also,
Oh yeah.
uploading reviews. It's been weeks sometimes because I get a lot of people say, "Well, I thought you left a review," and I did, but it just didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like Angela said, for real, and that tip right there, if you act like it's important, they won't do it.
Mm-mm.
But just casually, oh, when I get time, I'll send you a link. And then
Right.
it's like, oh, like you don't even need it, even though
Right.
it's like, I need a review.
Hi,
Yolanda,
Yolanda.
hey, my friend. Some of my buddies are here. She said, we're awesome teachers. Thank you. Alexis had another tip for you guys. Oh, no, somebody's leaving her a message. Okay, Linda, thank you. Agatha, hey, another friend.
Hey, Agatha.
Thanks for coming. And then let's
Oh,
see.
hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeffrey. Y'all know he probably none better, right? Tracy, thank you. It's our pleasure. Oh, that's so sweet. Well wishes, Alexis. Angela Miller says, what documents do they need to be notarizing or signed in a nursing home? Most of the time, it's a power of attorney, medical, or financial.
Wheels. They're wheels.
Wills too. Yep. Any of those major three, they're giving their power to someone else or leaving the money to someone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are your main documents. The
Mm-hmm.
classes are great. Thank you, Unlimited Impact.
Oh, thank you, Tanisha.
Yeah, Tranisha. Hey, Tranisha. She's a former student. My mama-in-law in the house. Hey, Max.
Hey, Maxine.
Yeah, wow. Very impressed with your knowledge. Continued success. Thank you. Let's keep going. How do you present? How do you preset messages? Oh, so I have like a Google notepad on my phone, and I pre-type those, and I just have like, thank you, Mr. Smith. It was my pleasure to serve you today. Can you leave us a review? And I include the link, something like that. But I have preset messages for that. Also, if I'm unavailable at a signing and I can't talk, I'll text it to them. Angela, you got anything on that?
Same thing. I got the same thing. I
All
do the
right.
same
So
thing.
Miss Molly says, "Hey Kimmy, you're good. Thank you for sharing. You are very professional and easy to watch. Thank you." Hey Miss Brandy, yes, we about to do this notary thing. Andrea, do you need an LLC? No, we already talked about that. You do not to get started. Are there any particulars when doing notary for a gun license renewal? Nope, just a
Nope.
regular
Same
document.
thing.
I've had those before actually. Should a client prepay? Oh, that's a good one. So, Andrea, I do not have my clients prepay for any
Mm-mm.
service or pay a deposit for
Mm-mm.
myself. I just don't think it's good service for
I
me.
don't do. I don't do that either. I never asked for prepayment, even though I did have one prepay me out of the blue, but I didn't ask for it.
Unless the only thing I'm gonna add to that too, unless it's a jail signing or something really crazy like that, then I might request it because I actually was going to a jail and they end up canceling on me. So I said in the future for those I'll have them prepay. Another reason I don't like prepayment is because I might get there and decide I'm not doing it for whatever
Mhm.
reason, and I don't owe you anything.
Or they may owe you more money when you get there.
True, true. They could owe more, or you might decide you don't want to do business with them.
Right.
And sometimes people give you money, they think they own you. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
So
Or you may not be able to do the notary because it's illegal.
yeah, any reason. Yeah, you may not even be able to do it. So Latasha says, "How do you take payment? Have you ever had anyone not pay?" I have not. I take cash, Cash App. I have a Square, Visa, credit card. I only take checks sometimes from a trust account with elderly people, which is
Mhm.
very rare. I always push back. I don't like checks, but I will take one from the elderly.
Yeah.
Let's see what else right quick.
Nobody.
I need a notary buddy. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Lynette.
you, Lynette.
Thanks for joining us too. What forms of payment? We just covered that. How no the extra fee, hazardous fee. No, honey. Tracy, don't get into all that, girl. They try to cost you your business. I've heard of that. If you're saying what I think you are, do you charge more because it's raining or do you charge more because of cold?
No.
Do
The
you
fee is the
charge
fee.
more? Yeah, do you charge more because no, the fee is the fee.
And we
Whatever.
don't, we just, well, we do a lot of the same with our businesses. We don't charge processing fees.
No. So even with credit card processing,
I
that's
don't
the
charge
cost of
processing.
doing business. I've already charged you enough where
Right.
I don't have to worry about it. Now, the last couple of days, quite honestly, I've had a few people like with the Cash App, they'll try to give me an extra $2 because they say, I want to make sure you get the money that you're supposed to get. And I think that's so sweet. So they'll give you another dollar or two and tip you or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So no, I don't charge any hazardous fee or anything like that. I don't charge processing fees that
Mm-hmm.
because most of the time it's like a dollar or two, and I've already charged you $75, $85. So I think I can eat 85 cents on the credit card
Right.
process.
Or
So
even $2 or $3. If I charge you
right.
$75, I can pay $2 or $3.
Right, or even two or three. And don't forget, normally that's a tax write off. Normally, we're not tax professionals, but so don't nickel and dime your clients. You don't want no receipt and say travel fee, processing fee, admin fee, credit
Mm-hmm.
card fee. They ain't gonna do business with you. You will not be the preferred notary.